I got the real list, y'all. We got the real list over here on Keep the Vision. The top 10 WNBA players are here. I got a few honorable mentions. I got a few, not too many, because I'm not, look, this is a prestigious list. When you make the KTV top 10, you got to be like that. You got to be built like that. You got to be built like that. Let's not waste no time. Let's not play no games. These are the top 10 WNBA players in order. We're going from 10 to 1. Let's get right into it. Welcome to Keep the Vision. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe, share the channel, hit that bell.
Caitlin Clark, the supposed face of the league, didn't even crack the top 2. In a shocking revelation from the KTV Real WNBA top 10 list, the game-changing rookie landed squarely at number 3. This isn't just a slight. It's a declaration that despite the hype and record-breaking viewership, the true power players still reign supreme. The host, known for bold takes, pulled no punches, emphasizing that Clark's limited game time was enough to prove her immense talent, but not enough to dethrone established legends. This unexpected placement immediately sparked debate, leaving fans and analysts scrambling to justify or condemn such a controversial ranking.
You're tuning into Black and White Sports on YouTube. The no-holds-barred truth on sports. The main event starts.
All right, Black and White Sports supporters. Well, in case you did not know this, media availability is part of WNBA contracts. All right, these athletes have an obligation, and look, this is the case in most sports as well. With player contracts, you're supposed to be available to talk to the media. Remember Marshawn Lynch?
The KTV list, touted as the definitive ranking, made it clear from the outset only the truly elite belonged. Honorable mentions were generous, including talents like Paige Beckers, who was acknowledged for a hell of a rookie season but ultimately edged out due to team performance. Jonquel Jones, the 2024 Finals MVP, surprisingly found herself on the outside looking in, criticized for a season described as hot garbage and a dismal playoff showing. Even perennial favorites like Kelsey Plum, the host's second favorite player to watch, just missed the cut, highlighting the incredibly high bar set for this prestigious top 10. These early exclusions set the stage for the intense scrutiny applied to every player chosen.
You think, let's go at it. Let's go at it. I want to know who's in your top 10, because I know your top 10 is not better than the KTV top 10. I know that right now. Honorable mention. I am going to go with Paige Beckers. You made my honorable mention list. Hell of a rookie season, but your team won like 5-6 games. I'm sorry. Paige Beckers on the outside looking in on my top 10. Sorry, Paige, but I believe after next season, you will probably crack my top 10. Another one on the outside looking in on my top 10, Jonquel Jones.
Sabrina Ionescu kicked off the official top 10 at number 10, a contentious pick given her ups and downs this season. Despite a down year, Ionescu still posted impressive stats, averaging 18.5 points, 5 assists, and 5 rebounds, and led her team to a title. The host acknowledged her playoff struggles, but pointed to her strong performance in critical moments, often being one of only 2 players to truly show up for the Liberty. This demonstrates the KTV list's commitment to weighing both individual statistics and championship impact, even when a player faces personal challenges throughout the season.
It's just basketball. And if you're going to run your mouth, and let's be real, Angel Reese runs her mouth a lot about a lot of different things. Well, the media has twisted it. You've done a very, very fine job of saying some very unprofessional things. Nobody's had to twist your words. Let's not get confused. Take responsibility. You know? Let's just, my God. Take responsibility for the things that you say and your actions. It is what it is.
Coming in at number 9 was Satu Sabally, affectionately dubbed the Unicorn and number 1 complainer in the WNBA. Her exceptional offensive versatility, capable of scoring from anywhere on the court, three-pointers, mid-range, post-ups, and drives, secured her spot. Despite acknowledged weaknesses in defense, the sheer volume and skill of her offensive game made her undeniable. This pick underscored the list's focus on undeniable individual talent, even if it comes with some caveats, proving that dominant scoring can sometimes outweigh defensive effort in a ranking focused on overall impact.
I'm gonna go with Paige Beckers. You made my honorable mention list. Hell of a rookie season, but your team won like 5-6 games. I'm sorry. Paige Beckers on the outside looking in on my top 10. Sorry, Paige, but I believe after next season, you will probably crack my top 10. Another one on the outside looking in on my top 10, Jonquel Jones. You was the 2024 Finals MVP. We know you can do it all at the center spot. You were labeled as the best center in the league, and girl, you look like hot garbage this season. I gotta be honest, you battled injuries, all types of stuff. The way you looked in the playoffs, I can't.
Number 8 belonged to Aaliyah Boston, the Indiana Fever's rising star, who the host believes is poised to become the best center in the league, surpassing even Jonquel Jones. Boston's ability to dominate in the paint and consistency in beast mode earned her this high praise. This ranking suggests a forward-looking perspective, acknowledging current performance while also projecting future dominance. The host's conviction about Boston's trajectory, asserting she is better than Bree Jones and will take the reins, speaks volumes about the young player's undeniable talent and potential to reshape the league's center position.
Angel Reese doesn't hold back on really scary relationship with media. I mean, Lord knows, I don't like the media at all. One of the reasons black and white sports exist is because the media will lie. But I can't remember a controversial thing that has ever come out about Angel Reese that turned out to be a lie that I can think of. It's hilarious. And on top of it, you've got a league that greatly still needs to grow.
Jackie Young, a two-way guard and WNBA champion from Sin City, secured the 7th spot. Her ability to deliver in big games, including multiple 30-point performances in the finals, set her apart. The host emphasized that Young wasn't just riding on the coattails of teammates like Aja Wilson, but showed up, showed out, earning her championship through her own hard work and clutch plays. This distinction highlights the importance of individual impact within a championship-winning team, ensuring that true contributors are recognized independently of their star teammates' overwhelming success.
Spot, you were labeled as the best center in the league, and girl, you look like hot garbage this season. I gotta be honest, you battled injuries, all types of stuff. The way you looked in the playoffs, I cannot put you in my top 10 with the way you look. You had 5 points? You was terrible. Yo, you was terrible in that series versus Phoenix Mercury. Jonquel Jones, honorable mention. Alicia Gray, honorable mention. Kayla McBride, honorable mention. Those are some of the people on my honorable mention list. Kalia Copper, honorable mention. Nneka Ogwumike, honorable mention.
The 6th position was fiercely debated, ultimately going to Kelsey Pistol Mitchell, her awesome year offensively, carrying the Indiana Fever through a season plagued by injuries to key players like Caitlin Clark, Sophie Cunningham, and others, was a pivotal factor. Mitchell nearly willed her team to the WNBA Finals, demonstrating incredible resilience and scoring prowess under immense pressure. Her ability to put the team on her back and perform at an elite level despite adversity solidified her placement, proving that clutch performance in challenging circumstances holds significant weight in these rankings.
About her contentious relationship with the media during an episode of her Unapologetically Angel podcast, saying she'd rather get fined than talk with reporters because answers end up getting twisted. No, slow down and think about what you're saying before it regurgitates out of your mouth. Here we go.
Even before the game, like, I'm terrified of what the media is about to ask. Like, it could be the nicest question, but it's going to get flipped or put into a different light or a different perspective. And it's like, are you here intentionally to start
At number 5, Alyssa Thomas, the triple-double machine, made a controversial entry. The host acknowledged her prowess as a bully on the court, excelling in defense, rebounding, and facilitation. However, her limited offensive scoring, particularly her inability to consistently make shots due to shoulder issues, was highlighted as a significant ceiling. This honest assessment suggests that while her all-around game is elite, a true top 4 player must also possess a consistent scoring threat. This raw evaluation reflects the difficult balance between exceptional defensive contributions and the undeniable need for offensive firepower.
Nneka Ogwumike, honorable mention. Those are some of my honorable mentions, y'all. Let's get into this top 10, the real top 10. If it ain't on KTV, the top 10 don't count. Let's go. Coming in at number 10. This was tough. Oh, sorry, Kelsey Plum. You are my honorable mention. I was debating you for this 10 spot. I'm not going to lie. It was between this person, Alicia Gray, and Kelsey Plum for the number 10 spot. Kelsey Plum, love you to death. You're my second favorite player to watch. You were just outside of my top 10. Coming in at number
Breanna Stewart landed at number 4, her performance in a losing effort against the Phoenix Mercury cementing her spot. Despite her team's first-round elimination, Stewart nearly carried the Liberty on her back on one leg, scoring 17 straight points in the fourth quarter when other stars faltered. This showcases that individual brilliance, even in defeat, can still elevate a player to elite status. The host praised her as still part of the cream of the crop, recognizing her monumental effort when her teammates did nothing, proving her enduring impact regardless of team outcome.
Rather than talking to the media, because it always gets flipped. And I think that's where media has gotten these days. Like, you could literally post the sky was blue and Angel said that is too dark. That's too, like, stuff like that, you know?
Yeah.
So I think it just, for me, like, the media is like really scary. Like, that's why I've never been on anybody else's podcast. I'm scared to do stuff like that because I know how things could get flipped.
That's crappy too. You got a podcast, you want guests, but you won't return the favor? I don't love that either, to be honest. Nothing's getting flipped.
Then came the bombshell, Caitlin Clark at number 3. Despite playing only 13 games, her impact was undeniable. The host praised her unique ability to score 25 mid-30 points and dish out 13-15 assists nightly, a combination unmatched in the league. Dubbed the GOAT, the needle, and the reason, Clark was credited with single-handedly boosting WNBA ratings and network attention. Her 5-level scoring ability, from half-court to the basket, along with her status as the best point guard rebounder, solidified her position as the league's undeniable best guard.
Boston, when AB show up and decide she's going to be in beast mode and actually post up, she's 100% a top 10 player. I believe that Jonquel Jones coming into the season was the best center. I believe that Aaliyah Boston might take the reins on that. I think Aaliyah Boston is better than Bree Jones. She showed that. And we just didn't get enough out of Jonquel Jones. So I think as of right now, Aaliyah Boston should be going into next season as the best center in the W. That's right. Atlanta Smith is nice, but she's not Aaliyah Boston at all. Aaliyah Boston coming in at number 8. At number 7, we're going to Sin City.
The second spot on the list was awarded to Napheesa Collier of the Minnesota Lynx. The host strongly believed that if not for her injury-induced absence, Collier would have won MVP, having looked like the best player in the world for a significant portion of the season. Her consistent dominance before being sidelined highlights the devastating impact injuries can have on individual accolades, even when talent and performance are undeniably elite. This recognition speaks to Collier's immense talent and impact, suggesting that her healthy season could have reshaped the MVP conversation entirely.
What it is. And I'm sure part of this goes back to all the drama with the Indiana Fever last year, where the league ended up having to do an investigation because supposedly the fan base was racist. All she had to do was call a mini press conference with 4 or 5 media members and say, I did not hear anything racist come out from the Indiana Fever fan base. She did not do it. She did not do it. Crazy.
Finally, the #1 player was revealed, Angel Wilson, the world champ, MVP, finals MVP. Her dominant performances were undeniable, even if the host humorously pointed out her special whistle leading to an abundance of free throws, including 19 in the final game. This slight jab at officiating didn't diminish her greatness, however. Wilson's sheer force and impact on the court were celebrated, cementing her status as the best player in the WNBA right now, a conclusion that few could realistically dispute given her unparalleled success and consistent dominance.
Coming in at number 6. Coming in at number 5. Some people are not going to like this. I don't give a you-know-what. I got Alyssa Thomas coming in at number 5. Triple-double machine. Triple-double machine. Alyssa Thomas is a beast. She's a bully out there. She's a bully out there. But the fact of the matter is Alyssa Thomas is not good enough offensively, scoring-wise, to be the best player on your team. She cannot be. She just doesn't. She get because of the shoulders. She can't shoot, and it shows up in big-time matchups.
Now with this real top 10 list firmly established and Caitlin Clark at number 3, the glaring omission of Angel Reese becomes starkly apparent. While the list focuses on-court performance, Reese's off-court actions and contentious relationship with the media could explain her absence from such a prestigious ranking. Her public statements, often interpreted as unprofessional, paint a picture of a player whose narrative is complicated by self-inflicted drama. This perception, whether fair or not, undoubtedly impacts how she's viewed by many who curate these definitive lists.
Easy. That's not a basketball question. Next question. And calmly continue until you get a basketball-related question. Bravo. Bravo. I mean... Then don't say something stupid, dummy, like shitting on your whole team like you aren't part of the problem. I mean, I don't know if she's going to be back on this team or not.
Angel Reese has openly expressed her dread of media interviews, stating she'd rather get fined than speak to reporters. She believes her answers are always flipped or put into a different light, fostering a scary relationship with the press. This sentiment, however, is met with skepticism by commentators who argue that Reese often makes unprofessional things without anyone having to twist her words. Her accusations of media manipulation seem to ignore the undeniable truth that her own words have often been the source of her controversies.
Then the baby GOAT, Caitlin Clark, coming in at number 3. Yeah, she only played, 13 games? That's all we needed. Did you see the show she put on versus the New York Liberty? Y'all already know what time it is. Bonehead Stephanie White was in the way. Next seat, bruh, y'all know what Caitlin Clark gonna do. Nobody else in the league can score and facilitate to the level that Caitlin Clark can. She can go get you 25, 30 a night and go get you 13, 14, 15 assists. Nobody else in the league can do that. And she's the best point guard rebounder in the league. In the league. What are we talking about here? Caitlin Clark,
One particularly egregious example cited was Reese publicly drowning her own teammates in a media interview, then blaming the media for the fallout. This refusal to take responsibility for her statements has been a recurring theme, fueling a perception of immaturity. The host points out that while the media often exaggerates, Reese's controversial statements about teammates or other players haven't been fabricated. They simply report what she herself has said, exposing a pattern of blaming others for consequences stemming directly from her own actions.
First squad that can teach her how to deal with the media and what to do and what not to do. Oh, I'm going to go out there 3/4 naked, but don't want nobody actually to talk about it. I want all these places to cover it. Me walking down, all this stuff. I once played the victim, and then I went out on Victor. But I guarantee you ask her, nobody should be talking about that. Really? You got to be joking, right? You got to be joking.
Her contentious relationship with the media extends beyond personal interviews. Critics point to past controversies, like the league investigating fan racism against the Indiana Fever, where Reese could have diffused the situation with a simple statement but chose not to. This unwillingness to engage constructively, even to protect fans or clarify situations, further damages her public image. Such actions create a negative narrative that makes it harder for her accomplishments on the court to be recognized without the shadow of constant drama. The expectation for professional athletes, particularly rising superstars, is to engage with media as part of their contract and to grow the game. Reese's stance, articulated through her own podcast, contradicts this obligation, suggesting a fundamental misunderstanding of her role beyond the court. Her desire to avoid interviews and take the fine instead of facing scrutiny, especially when she has her own podcast, creates a hypocritical stance that undermines her credibility and public standing, potentially influencing her omission from top player conversations. The KTV Top 10 list is brutal in its honesty, and Angel Reese's furious reaction to Caitlin Clark's high ranking in her own absence isn't surprising. Her consistent media drama, refusal to take accountability, and perception of being misunderstood create a stark contrast to the players celebrated for their consistent on-court excellence and professional conduct. Until Reese can manage her narrative and embrace her responsibilities off the court, she'll continue to find herself watching from the outside as others cement their legacy in these real WNBA rankings.